Hi, my name is Daniel Blackburn and this is an audio video of SWAE4401 Water and Nutrient Cycling in Soil Plant Environment. In this video, I will explain about what is needed for your reports with regards to the practical, to the labs. So we're going to have virtual labs, and based on the virtual labs, you're going to make reports. And now I'm going to explain what should be on those reports. All right, so first of all, we should clarify some things. Because of coronavirus, we will not have presential labs. We already spoke about this. Second thing is we're going to have virtual labs. It means that there will be videos about the labs explaining the step-by-step of each lab. You will receive a file with some results and data to analyze. And based on these files, you're going to elaborate a report. Each group will receive a different file. So we expect that your report will be matching with the file that each group receives. All the files will be subjected to plagiarism test. So it will be compared among yourselves, will be compared with the previous year's reports, and will be compared to internet also. So just be aware that you should not be copy pasting, because we will detect and deduct marks from you if this happens. So this is goes besides saying, but you should not be plagiarizing other reports or internet material on this. So we expect that you really study, that you build your introduction, results and discussion, conclusions for yourselves. This is part of the learning of this course. So what should be contained on the lab report? First of all, a cover page, which is standard. Yeah, nothing new about that. So the only thing new is this is for 401. Yeah, this should be in this course. The title of the report, name of the students, and ID. Introduction should tell you why are you doing this practical, why is what is the importance, what is the justification, what is the background. On top of that, if it's an experiment, you should detail what is your hypothesis for that experiment and research questions that drives that hypothesis. Next topic, you should state clearly what are the objectives of this practical. Then next topic will be material and methods. Yeah? The material and methods, you should always use past tense on material methods, and do not use bullet points. Yeah? Try to describe what are the methods used in sentences, and it's useful for you to look at other scientific literature and how they do it, and try to mimic the way they use, the type of language they use to explain the methods. So the objective of material methods is, in any publication that you make, the next person that wants to reproduce your methods, it will be able to do so just by reading your material and methods. So try to make it as more detailed as you can. Do not omit anything. You don't have to make it as a protocol, like pipette this amount of mLs, or this, weigh these grams of soil. But you should state clearly what you're doing, what are the proportions, what are the concentrations of the solutions, what is the source of the chemicals, all these type of things you should try to detail on material and methods. And if you have any statistical treatment of your data, that is also part of material and methods. What type of software that you use for statistical analysis, what type of analysis that you did, how many replicates that you have. Your experimental design should be detailed here in material and methods also. Next topic of your report should be results and discussion. So results and discussion, it's where you describe your data. First of all, if one result, of the treatment increases one of the response parameters, or decreases, or does not affect it, So you should detail what are your findings. And discussion means you have to contrast those findings with the literature. It means, for example, if you're studying phosphorus availability in soils in your report, you should state if this is what you find is high, low, or whatever you think it's the results mean in contrast to what other authors found. So you should say state what were your results, and at the same time you should be discussing what do they mean, both by your judgment and also by what you found in the literature. Yeah. Last, you have to list your references, everybody you cite. So you say it's higher than the average of a man. So let's say if you hire, what paper, what publication described what was the average of a man, you have to use this publication and put a citation for that. So use Google Scholar, and if you can use EndNote for this also, it's very good, but not mandatory. But mimic common scientific publications in referencing your work. You know, every key statement in your introduction and discussion and every method from your material methods should have a reference. And these references must be listed on this section at the end of your report. Additionally, if in the lab handout we ask questions, specific questions that you should answer, we want you to give direct answers for these questions at the end of your report, after your references. So please make sure that you are answering all of them, because if we do ask those questions, these will be counted for the marks of your reports. All right, so this is all I have to say about the lab report. You are already used to doing this from other courses, but it's never too much to explain again and just to make clear what you have to do. Thank you. See you in the next video.